So the opening tip, Edey and Nicholson, it's knocked around, and Nicholson knocks it back to Aldige, and Bowie will bring it across for the Wildcats.
They expect to put Zach Edey in some ball screen action to see how he's going to respond, like this right here.
Aldige to Nicholson, throws down the first two of the game.
I love the attack from Northwestern. Go right at the big fella, see how he's going to defend. He was a little reluctant to challenge Nicholson on that dunk.
There's Ethan Morton inside to Edey. Northwestern doubles down low to first, and he answers with a dunk of his own as the double was a little late to come there, Stephen.
Yeah, that was Bowie. He's supposed to seal off that backside. Caleb First continuing his inspired play.
And now a steal by Morton, an outstanding defender. Shovels it to First through the lane, up and in. 4 quick points for Caleb First, who's coming off a double-double, and Purdue takes its first lead.
The thing about Caleb is he doesn't need plays run for him. He can still score double figures because he plays so hard. Great compliment to Zach Edey.
Here's Bowie. Take the open two and hit it. There's 2 for Northwestern's leading scorer.
Looked like Braden Smith lost his footing. You see him checking his shoe there. Roger Ayers checking with him. He may have to get an equipment shift here pretty soon.
Fletcher Lawyer, now Edey. This time the double comes much quicker. Now to Morton. Now the floater off glass, no good by Smith. Battle for the board. It is a hell ball, and it will go to Purdue. Now Lawyer down low, had it knocked away, and Robbie Barron has it for the Cats.
See, there's an aspect to Northwestern that I think people don't realize, Dave. This is a physical ball club. They'll knock heads with you when necessary.
Bowie's got Edey on him. Now Barry will pull up behind Barry that rims out. Barry been in a little bit of a slump after that enormous game at Nebraska. Smith stopping and starting out of the corner for 3. Not there for First. Edey battles for the board, but Barry tracks it down for the Wildcats.
Northwestern is really good, Dave. When on the defensive end, they've been very consistent all season. But when they can get a third score, because Bowie and Chase Aldige are going to get there. When they can develop a third score like Barnheiser last game, they're very difficult to stop.
Here is Barron on the drive. Tip fake on First. That one doesn't go. Barron would be a candidate for the third score.
I agree.
There's Smith again coming off a fabulous game against Iowa. Lawyer has been outstanding as a freshman as well. And Fletcher Lawyer, who had 17 in that win over the Hawks, gets his first 2.
I like what Fletcher Lawyer is starting to understand. When Northwestern is in that defensive rotation, he's putting it on the deck and getting to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
There's Bowie. Nicholson.
Dave, that's going to be there. As long as Purdue continues to guard the way that they're guarding, that's going to be there.
Inside to Edey. Nice ball movement. Lawyer for 3. That one does not go. Edey battles for the board, but Barry tracks it down. Zach Edey gets 23% of the offensive rebound opportunities. That is the highest in the country as Aldige misses a 3. So huge challenge for Chris Collins' team to keep him off the glass.
Matthew Nicholson, his mouth is wide open, telling me that he's a little bit tired right now.
Edey misses the dunk, but he is fouled, and Edey hitting 1 of 2. Just incredible story to emerge the way that he has from the 429th ranked player in his class to the front runner for National Player of the Year.
A lot of hard work and a lot of credit goes to Brandon Brantley, the assistant at Purdue, who helps develop all these bigs that have come through this program in the last decade.
Oilers just one of their last 6 from the field. Nice ball movement. Gillis out of the corner and he hits. Mason Gillis, who went 9 of 12 against Penn State from behind the arc, gives Purdue a 4-point lead.
Yeah, such a unique player in terms of being an undersized 4, but he shoots the basketball like a 2 guard, especially from that corner pocket.
Boo got some friendly fire there. He got elbow for Titus Verhoeven, his own teammate, and misses the 3. Western 0 of 3 early on here behind the arc.
Oh, Dean's has got to be careful guarding Braden Smith about being too aggressive.
Here's Gillis again, and Mason Gillis getting hot off the bench. 6 points, and Purdue is extended to a 7-point lead on this 7-0 run.
So you rotate Mason Gillis and Caleb first. They give you different looks, but both of them are effective. Gillis really with the hot hand here early on.
There's Bowie. Moving in on Edey, gets up on the glass and lays it in. That is treacherous territory in there.
And you see Braden Smith lost his footing again. He's got different shoes on right now than he started the game, and he's still slipping on the floor, trying to keep up with Boo Boo.
So that's what they're going to do about Zach Edey. They obviously have to take care of the perimeter and not doing as great a job right now as we're seeing, but they didn't have to change their game plan to defend Zach Edey because this is what they normally do. Double the post, and there you see it right there.
Great ball movement from the Boilers. Smith reloads, not there, tipped around. Barnheiser's got it for the Wildcats, coming off a career game. Now Adige to Bowie. Barnheiser was fabulous in that game against Ohio State, poured in 19. Barry with a floater, doesn't go, tips it back up and in.
Boy, great job on the second rebound. Ty Barry, the shooter, always knows best where the ball is going to end up. Nice finish.
Here's Smith dribbling into a 3 and hitting. Braden Smith with his first points, and Purdue getting hot here behind the arc.
I think the equipment change is working out. You get one of those 3s to drop, all's well with the shoes after that. You know, if you're Northwestern, you got to pick your poison. You're going to double team the post, but you can't stop everything from this offensive juggernaut.
And challenge Edey inside. How about Titus Verhoeven?
You're going to need some unusual performances to beat the #1 team in the country. Verhoeven providing that here early.
On the drive, there is a foul on the Wildcats, and that will send Smith to the line. And has come in as a freshman and been one of the better point guards in the Big Ten.
But I remember seeing him, David, in the fall when I went over to West Lafayette to watch him practice. He jumped off the floor immediately with the way that he plays, the style that he plays with, and his ability to work within the system.
Bowie cut off there. Shot clock at 10, nearly loses it. Barnheiser comes up with a tough fadeaway and rattles home. There's 2 for Brooks Barnheiser. Again, I mentioned a native of Lafayette. In fact, his father, Mark, played 1 year at Purdue before transferring to Auburn.
Brooks has got good size at that lane position.
And then a foul reaching in there. He's been tremendous. The transfer from Charlotte has stepped right in, and the straw that stirs the drink for that Maryland team. There's David Jenkins, a 3-ball that rattles out, and the rebound corralled by Robbie Barron.
I like that action, though. That was a little wrinkle to what Purdue had been doing and got Jenkins a wide open look.
Bowie navigating in, goes up a floater, gets it back and puts it in.
Wow, Purdue, or Northwestern rather, really doing a good job of following their shots. 14 of their 16 points have been in the paint area so far.
Back back to a 2-point game. There's Lawyer. Lawyer in for Hooven, who blocks it. And the Wildcats try to save it, but it will go to Purdue. And I think they're going to have to look at the shot clock here because it looks like it has reset to 30.
Well, Chase Aldees is really bothering Fletcher Lawyer, making him uncomfortable, continuing to keep contact on him.
There's Trey Kaufman-Renn. Nicholson on him, shot clock at 4. Kaufman-Renn goes to the hook, then rattles home. Trey Kaufman-Renn now 11 of his last 13 from the field over the last 6 games.
Northwestern didn't double team him, but maybe they should. Trey Kaufman-Renn can really post up. I mean, hard, gets deep. That was an easy jump hook.
Aldees fires it through the hands of Nicholson. The only thing missing, of course, is the Final Four. This is a team that certainly many people feel like can get there. It would be the first for Purdue since 1980. They're the #1 overall seed right now in Mike DeCourcy's bracket. It's past the halfway point here in the first half. Ethan Morton with a 3 ball. It goes. Ethan Morton does not score a whole lot. Hits a big 3 there. And extends the lead back out to 7.
That's all Purdue needs Ethan Morton to do. Take the opportunities when they present themselves. He doesn't have to create on his own. And just keep the defense honest.
Here's Bowie. Alley-oop. Nicholson missed the jam.
Nicholson could use a breather here. Get a little tired.
Gillis for 3. From the outside. 9 points now for Gillis. The lead is out to 10, the largest it's been for the Boilers. And the Purdue fans making themselves heard. Here's Bowie. Hits it through.
Wow, great answer by Bowie. Stepped up calmly. He had something to say to Mason Gillis when Gillis ran past him. Maybe trying to get in his head a little bit.
Oilers 5 of 9 behind the arc. There's Kaufman-Renn. Shot clock under 10. Kaufman-Renn back to Nicholson, stolen by Barron. Here come the Cats on the run. Aldees 1 on 3. Nick Martinelli hits the floater, but a whistle, which equals the total from the last 2 years combined. So this is a program that's been rebuilt on the defensive end.
And I love the fact that this is how they plan to play their game.
Nicholson problems with that one. Eating the block, but it's called the goaltend. Really close to the apex there. Smith is fouled by Bowie. Smith hits both free throws. Now 6 points for him, and the Purdue lead back up to 7.
As we look at this Purdue team, 23-2 on the season. And I want to remind our viewers, they get everybody's best shot every single game.
I was asking Matt Painter about that today as Barry is fouled on the way to the basket.
In the last 2 seasons, 1. That's amazing consistency. And now that you have the #1 player in the country to go along with that, it's quite evident why they're the #1 team in the country.
Have really built a remarkable program. Here's Edey inside. Edey's been reasonably quiet. That's his first field goal. More than 12 minutes in, it gives Purdue a 7-point lead. Should let you know the foul before the break was on Fletcher Lawyer, so he has 2 fouls, as does Brooks Barnheiser on the other side.
Good defense by Jenkins. I thought Barry was going to turn the corner.
Shot clock at 10. They funnel Aldees into Edey. Shot clock at 5. Time holds here. Gets something out. Barry. Nicholson gets it up and in.
Well, Ty Barry did the right thing. He didn't settle for a contested jump shot. He got downhill, and positive things happen when you get to the rim.
6 early points for Matthew Nicholson. Here's Edey again. Smith on the drive. Leaves it to Edey, or did he? No, offensive foul. Yeah, you kind of feel that when he taps you.
I like the fact he's trying to argue his point.
He famously has more block shots than fouls this year, so he does not get called for many. There's Martinelli, the freshman with the runner that doesn't go, and Edey with the board for Purdue. They've made their last 4 from the field. Boilermakers shooting 56% early on in this game. And a 3 out of the corner that rattles out from first, and Barron has the rebound for Northwestern.
Robbie Barron's done a good job. He hadn't scored a lot tonight or this afternoon, but he's been active on the glass.
Now Wildcats turn it over. Smith in transition. Here's Jenkins with a head fake and the pull-up. Not there. Battle for the board. Morton's got it for Purdue, and a fresh 20 for the Boilers.
I like the way the Boilers have changed up where they're getting Zach Edey the basketball. They're getting him in the middle of the lane, so it's much tougher to double team him if you're Northwestern.
Shot clock at 5. Have to put it up. Nice defense by Barron. Here's Smith with a leader that doesn't go. Rebound off Edey's hands. Here's Aldiz on the break. In on Jenkins.
Here in the first half.
Here's Bowie for 3. He rims out. Jenkins has it for Purdue. Nation's #1 team up 5. More down the corner. Battle for the board. And we got a hell ball, so that one will go to Northwestern. Aldiz for 3. Doesn't go. Gillis has the rebound. Aldiz been fighting his shot a little bit here recently.
Oh man, what a move.
Scoop there. Doesn't go though. Bowie's got it for Northwestern. Oh, he tried to get it to Aldiz and threw it over his head.
From his team. Northwestern, in spite of the 3-point barrage by Purdue, in pretty good shape here in the first half.
Neither team has scored in nearly 3 minutes. Edey trying to change that. Gets it inside. Ball from behind by Verhoeven. Will send him to the free throw line.
Like Zach Edey, and it has been a source of frustration for Purdue. And the crazy thing is, technically because of the COVID year, Zach Edey technically has 2 more seasons he could come back.
Now a turnover there as Newman intercepts it. Here's Morton. Out of the corner, Gillis. Rattles out. Barnheiser playing with 2 fouls, has the rebound. Northwestern uncharacteristically careless here with the ball, Stephen, in the first half.
I think they're a little juiced up. All this energy in the building. Know they're playing #1 team. I think they're moving a little bit too quickly for their comfort zone on this end of the floor.
Shot clock at 8. Here's Bowie. Trying to navigate free. Get something up there on the rim. Aldiz drops it for Verhoeven. Blocked away, but it'll go to the line. They pick up 2 more no matter which 2 they are. They probably feel good.
I would feel good about it if I were them. Like you said, their road success, the teams that they beat, and their resume speak for themselves.
Here's Smith. Kicks it out to Gillis. He's been hot early. Now Edey working on Nicholson. Goes to that hook and hits it.
Boy, great ball movement by Purdue. And then get it to Edey late where the double team can't come. He's going to make those.
See just 3 field goal attempts for Edey so far in this game. That's done a good job of limiting him, but his teammates have been red hot behind the arc. Barnheiser with a 3 that doesn't go. Northwestern has really struggled to hit 3s. They're 1 of 7 from 3-point range. Newman, Chris Collins wanted to walk, didn't get it.
think Matthew Nicholson is doing a great job defensively. I mean, he works his tail off. It is hard hedge, and then get back and stop eating.
Bowie with the teardrop into double figures now for the 19th straight time, extending his career-long streak. Yeah, Matthew Nicholson, I mean, he, for all intents and purposes, is a freshman. I mean, he barely played in his first 2 years, 88 total minutes.
And he set that screen to get Bowie free to go downhill. His work is impressive.
Shot clock at 7. Smith got to get something going here. Got Barry on him. That's a good thing to get going. And Nicholson fouls Edey. Misses the free throw. Coming up, stick around for the State Farm halftime report. Rick Pizzo, Rayfeld Davis, and the aforementioned Mike Corsi, bracketologist extraordinaire, standing by. Just down the road a piece in our Chicago studio. Edey hits 1 of 2 from the line, now up to 8 points, and the lead up to 7 for the Boilers.
Yeah, I'm sure Rayfeld Davis is sweating bullets back in the studio watching his Purdue Boilermakers here. Maybe not sweat bullets.
He's a cool customer.
No, he's definitely cool on the air. Look out about that.
So he's trying to make something happen. It is swatted away by Newman. Barry gets it though. Not down. And Northwestern's offensive struggles continue here. Purdue, though, not exactly lighting it up here of late. Just 1 of 7 from the field over the last few minutes. Newman trying to change that, but it rattles out. And Adige has it for Northwestern. About 14-second shot clock and game clock. And Chris Collins going to draw something up. He's got Morton on him. 7-point lead for Purdue. They've led for all but about 4 minutes in this game. Bowie on the dribble drive. Picks in the corner for a 3 from Adige. There doesn't go. Martinelli, the offensive board. Barnheiser. Now, why did you hold the ball there, Stephen?
I think he got caught up there a little bit.
And then a foul on Barron. And Edey able to hit both free throws. So Zach Edey.
Oh, nice screen by Nicholson.
Bowie is fouled.
Oh, yes, they have.
Bowie on the drive, gets it up on the glass and in. Bowie's so crafty, gives Northwestern a little momentum. Really a problem for them because it's the way they get so many of their points. They had 12 against Ohio State in that win in Columbus. Trying to get it inside the first, knocked out of bounds.
Gas back Nicholson got, and he said these first 4 minutes are going to be critical to get off to a good start. That's what he stressed. And offensively, got to tighten it up. Missed a couple of too many bunnies there in that first half.
Well, they've certainly done a good enough job on this end as Purdue nearly turns it over. They get it back, though. Now the shot clock reset. And Chris Collins is going crazy. So first possession of the second half for Northwestern. And a dunk on the game's opening possession from Nicholson.
Great Smith doing a good job of covering Adige.
Here's Bowie on the drive, runs into Edey. Bowie in the lane for a while there and just had to throw it up. And Edey blocks it away and walks back down the court with a little bit of a smile, wry smile on his face. Now stolen by Bowie. He's got Barry with him. Bowie navigates through, leaning in. It doesn't go, but it'll go to the free throw line. He said what an absolute rock he's been. Offensive rebound there by Nicholson off the miss. A good hustle by Matthew Nicholson. An uncharacteristic miss for Bowie. He's nearly 90% at the line, but has missed a few here over the last few games.
Purdue, a premier rebounding ball club. Northwestern battling them.
Bowie swung again by Edey. Here comes Lillard now.
Good job getting back defensively by Northwestern. In particular, Bowie went to the floor, but got up, got back quickly.
He is has turned it over in its first 2 possessions here of the second half after committing just 3 in the first half. That one doesn't go. Edie, knocked back out. Now the 3, not there from Smith. Edie going for the board there. It'll be Northwestern ball. I mean, Boo Buie is as crafty as they come, but that is a no-win proposition going in there on Edie. And now another ill-advised pass trying to...
And you got a chance to beat the #1 team in the country. You're only down 6 even after that turnover. You just got to move on to the next play. A great call by Purdue. And a better trap by Northwestern.
Might be a little early for the overrated chant.
Well, that's why players don't necessarily like what fans do that.
Bowie's got 16, and Northwestern cuts it to 4. And now this crowd coming to life here in Evanston. A great atmosphere. This has been from the get-go. Lawyer.
Boy, look at this Northwestern defense scramble.
His first goes in to the lane and just gets massacred in there. First just a 60% foul shooter, but he hits them both.
Northwestern certainly has a tempo to their liking. And try to grind out some half-court buckets. Oh, he got Smith caught up.
Really needed that one.
Robbie Barron called the adjustment on that play. Heads up play by Robbie Barron.
Smith inside, and Barron will send him to the line. Touch for the big man. He's now got a dozen. Again, all but 4 of those coming from the stripe.
Northwestern's had some success in the half-court sets here. How will Purdue adjust?
Here's Audige. I got to get Barron going as well. And then he throws it away.
Gotta love it.
5-point lead here for the Boilers over the Wildcats.
I like this use of a little bit of pressure and giving Purdue a different look.
Edie with the jam, and he's fouled. Ooh. 7-minute field goal drought, and you'd still be up by 7 points. He would have taken that in a heartbeat.
Well, that speaks to their defense. Purdue's done a really good job here of limiting, in particular, this man with the basketball, Chase Audige.
Here's Buie navigating through. Shot clock at 5. Not sure he knows it. Audige does. He'll try the 3. Not there. Northwestern could have used that one from Audige.
Well, I tell you what, Buie yelling at his teammates, but that has a lot to do with the Boilers defense. Suffocating right now.
And now another turnover. Here's Berry 2-on-2 with Buie. Buie in on Morton, and it counts. Now with 19 points, and Northwestern has clawed back to within 4.
And I love this 2-2-1 pressure.
Something they talked about in the shoot-around today. Chris Collins said just to disrupt the rhythm a little bit. Produce such a machine offensively was the word that he used. Now Edie with deep post position. Zach Edie's starting to come alive.
Yes, he is, and he's letting the crowd know about it as well. Just those slight adjustments by Matt Painter and his staff to get Edey the ball in the middle of the paint to where the help side has too far to come.
Adij on the floor, and they turn it over.
They got a hand in there to force a turnover.
Smith on the drive, cut off by Bowie. Edey again, the deep post position. What has changed here, Stephen?
He's catching the ball in the center of the paint, where he was going block to block early on. Now he's catching at the Big Ten emblem or slightly lower. There's not a lot you can do when Zach catches that close to the bucket.
That was a tough matchup. There's 20 double-doubles. He's 4 rebounds away here tonight. Today, I suppose. Here's Barry for 3. The Northwestern just cannot buy a basket from the outside. But if you can't hit those, Steve, you're not going to win the game.
Oh, no. You're not going to beat Purdue if you don't take advantage of those opportunities, for sure.
Trying to get it back door, and the loose ball controlled by Verhoeven.
Wow, great effort by Ty Berry on the save. Come up with the possession. I don't know if our viewers have noticed. It has gotten physical.
Hits the pull-up. That's 5 for Chase Adij. It's back to a 6-point game. Played a lot of this game in kind of the 6 to 10-point window with Purdue on top. Here's Gillis, hit 3 in the first half. That one doesn't go, and Edey is fouled, going for the rebound, and Bowie gives the... There's Lawyer, and Bowie bumps him, so the foul's starting to add up. Smith puts it up on the glass, not there, and Nicholson has it. Here's Bowie now on the break. Bowie leaves it to Nelly, and it is the rim. It is an automatic goaltend no matter what. Martinelli. Brother Dom was a walk-on at Northwestern before transferring, and had some high majors poking around in addition to Northwestern, Xavier and Utah, but committed to the Cats and been pretty good here for Chris Collins. Didn't necessarily expect him to play much this year, but Julian Roper's still out with an injury that's going to keep him out a while, according to Collins, and so Martinelli's been pressed into service. Here's Edey. The double comes, and the foul is called.
I don't think there's any question about them being overall #1 seed. Good steal.
Bowie with the steal, and clearly into the hoop. Here comes Gillis, runs him over. So the basketball play there is the.
Man, you don't want to let Bowie get it up on the glass.
He does hit the second one, and it'll be Northwestern ball. 4-point game. Bowie, little floater, back heel and out. Morton chases it down for the Boilers. A missed opportunity there for Northwestern. A chance to get 4 points on the possession. They got just 1.
Watch Gillis on this. As the ball goes inside to Edey, watch Gillis on the backside.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Morton on the spin, hanging in the air. Ethan Morton hits. Where has that been?
Oh, I looked at Matt Painter. He had to look like, oh, wow, okay, we'll take it. It's a big-time move, late shot clock scenario.
Ethan Morton averaged about 23 points per game in his high school career, but has been more of a glue guy for Purdue. Shot clock at 10 here. Adij for 3. Off the mark, and Morton the rebound.
40, almost 50% of Northwestern's points that come from Adij and Bowie. Adij just cannot find the range.
There's Edey. The double comes again. Good ball movement in the corner. Jenkins. Well short. Adij has the board. Northwestern just 2 of 13 behind the arc. Team that is 9th in the Big Ten in conference play in three-point percentage. It's not a great shooting team. Audiz, that's a long 2. That doesn't go either, and Edey the rebound.
Yeah, Audiz is upset with himself. He got a decent look.
Nice feed there, and a foul is called. That doesn't go. Edey grabs the rebound, and as Andy said, he is a difficult guy to officiate.
Yep.
It is not easy. He's just so much bigger than everyone else out there.
Look how far Northwestern has to initiate their offense. Purdue's defense has been stifling here.
And Bowie is fouled by Morton. That is 4 on Ethan Morton.
Some plays not to cause a foul, and he understands how big he is to really make it difficult on guys.
22 for Bowie. It's down to a 4-point game. Northwestern again showing the pressure.
That's a turnover. You just can't let Purdue walk up and get into their offense. They're too good.
7th turnover of the half for the Boilers. There's Bowie on the drive. Trying to wheel and deal. Doesn't go. And the rebound controlled by First. It is just a challenge when you get in there with Edey staring you down.
Well, you can't get too deep on the penetration. You got to pull up.
Right open Newman. Doesn't go. The rebound, and Northwestern again with a chance to cut it to 2 or 1. Were they to make a 3? Here's Barnhauser off the move. There's spot number 3. And here's Smith.
Dave, you think as a player you figure out that Edey's tall and he can block shots? You just can't take it all the way to the hole.
Block from behind by the Wildcats, and Barnhauser and Barry. Audiz for 3 does not go, and his struggles continue.
That was a poor decision. They're not going to tie the game up with a 3-point shot there. You're struggling already. You try to get something going towards the bucket.
In the second half, the issue is they've only hit 4 themselves.
Well, one of the things that we're noticing the trend here in the second half, Bowie and Audiz have 14 of the 15 points for Northwestern in the second half. So Purdue is able to load up on those guys. Ty Berry, Barnhauser, Robert Barry and company have not produced anything offensively.
I mean, truth be told, really no one other than Bowie has produced anything offensively. Audiz does have 5. But again, it's just been a massive struggle for him. Shot clock at 10. Here's Verhoeven. Now Bowie will try a 3. Rattles out. And Smith the other way. Northwestern down 2 of 15 from 3-point range.
Caleb First is being guarded by Ty Berry. There's got to be a way for Purdue to take advantage of this.
Inside Edey, the double team comes. First loses it inside, gets it back, puts it up. No, Edey taps it low. Back to the board, and Edey with a great play. Newman open for 3. Does not go. Barry able to rebound now. Edey and Nicholson were tangled up. And Matt Painter saying that was a hook, he thought, a hook and hold perhaps on Northwestern.
I wish we'd take that rule out of the game. I really do.
The miss for Audiz, Newman the rebound.
Richard Lawyer's been quiet because he's been in foul trouble. Let's see if he can provide some floor spacing here.
Edie over Nicholson, gets it to go. Matt Baker wants a foul, doesn't get it. It has been so physical on both ends, Stephen.
No, there's no question about it. You know, you're trying to upset the #1 team in the country. You're bringing extra effort every single possession.
Here's Bowie. Runner doesn't go. Nicholson the rebound, and Edie fouled him. Moves that one short. And the loose ball goes to first. I mean, first got hammered on that rebound.
He did. And he's maintaining his composure.
Northwestern has missed its last 9 from the field, one of their last 11. Bowie on the drive, the reverse goes.
Now that's how you go with Zach Edey. You can't go through his chest. You've got to utilize the rim as a deterrent for the shot block. Nice adjustment by Bowie.
Bowie now has more than half of Northwestern's points, so they can get no one else going, but he has been outstanding. Knocks that one away, 6 to shoot. Morton back out there with the 4 fouls. Shot clock at 3. Lawyer, air ball.
Ethan Morton's got 4 fouls now. We got to watch this.
Bowie for 3, out there. Maybe a little bit of a quick trigger, although no one else can score. So.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got daylight with one of the premier defenders on him, he needs to look for that.
Edie, the hook shot goes.
Boy, Edie threw that chicken wing that time. He's like, nope, I'm not waiting for the double. I'm gonna clear some space and get this jump hook down.
And Chris Collins takes timeout. The crazy thing is, as much as we talk about their defense, Northwestern actually 6th in the Big Ten. As Barry tries a 3, that does not go. Bowie the rebound. Down in the corner, Audige hits one. A big shot for Audige that they desperately needed. I was going to say, Stephen, they're actually 6th in the Big Ten in offensive efficiency in conference play and 9th in defensive efficiency. Audige, the steal. Audige, the slam. Timeout, Purdue.
This is great support.
And now a steal, but Audige called for the foul. Smith so dependable from the line. Better than 88%. Hits the first one. The 7th leading freshman scorer in the Big Ten. Again, was rated 198th in the nation as a recruit by 24/7. Rivals did not rank him, and he stepped into the toughest league in the country and just been phenomenal.
He sure has. And for him to have the moxie to even think that he can beat 2 guys off the bounce like that tells you a lot about his confidence level.
Here's Audige. Fadeaway pull-up, rattles.
I'll tell you what, Brandon Newman couldn't have been in any better position defensively. That's just better offense.
Audige with a dozen, all in the second half. Morton hit one early. Doesn't go. And Barnheiser's got the board. And a foul. He is the 16th all-time leading scorer in Indiana high school history. Barnheiser hits both free throws. This is the closest Northwestern has been here in the second half. It's a 1-point game. Smith able to get it across.
watch how hard they're trying to deny Zach Edey the basketball. Now they're doubling. Oh, good hands. They're doubling off the passer.
Shot clock at 5, stripped away, and Northwestern has it. The Wildcats could take the lead. They have not led since it was 2-0. Chris Collins directing traffic. Bowie again runs into Edey. Audige with 10. Here's Barnheiser with 7. Audige for 3. Good! And Purdue calls timeout.
Let's see what Purdue does on the adjustment.
You gotta believe they're gonna try to get it to number 15 here. Smith turns it over.
Everyone except LeBron James is susceptible when you leave your feet in those scenarios.
10th turnover of the half for Purdue. Northwestern on a 12-2 run. There's Nicholson.
Oh, great read.
For 3. Rims out. And Killis the rebound.
Oh, man. Brandon Newman was playing the play. Audige went the other way. He got a clean look.
Edey is swarmed, and he turns it over. Barry. Barnheiser. Smith on the drive, and he's fouled.
That's a heady play.
And he misses the free throw. Again, Smith, 88% on the season. His first free throw miss. Gonna keep Edey off the glass here. Where he miss this one, he does not. That's 9 points now for Smith, and shot clock and game clock are even here, so Purdue's going to have to foul, and they do. Northwestern shooting 2 the rest of the way. Northwestern's hit 5 of his last 6 from the field after starting 5 of 20 here in the second half, and Barry misses the free throw. He will have one more. Try to make it a 2-possession game. One of 2 for Ty Barry. Here's Smith on the move. Killis, long 3, air ball. It goes out of bounds. Who is it off? Smith on the move. Lost the ball. Bowie's got it for Northwestern. And he is fouled.
I mean, the defensive effort from Northwestern this second half is something to hang their hat on for the rest of the season.
5-point lead now for the Cats. Bowie hits them both. And Purdue will take timeout, other than by the people who picked them 14th. Here's Edey, loses the ball. Barry has it for Northwestern.